Hey, this is Kristen Shaw, and this is Show and Tell with Airport Improvement Magazine. I'm here in Nashville with Kevin from Daktronics. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good, Kristen. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Let's talk first about Daktronics and what you do. Explain who you are.
Sure. So Daktronics, we're a 30-year supplier of direct view LED displays to airports. Been in business in the U.S. for over 50 years. And we do everything from large format outdoor, which we're extremely well known for, to high resolution custom indoor display systems.
Yeah, people can see behind us, the display looks amazing.
Thank you.
And this is just a sample.
This is a sample, yeah, kind of a scaled down concept of what could be done at a gate hold at an airport.
Now, you guys have done some huge projects.
We've done some very big projects. Daktronics is well known for our execution on massive facilities, from sports to convention centers to airports. We did the Tom Bradley terminal at LAX just about a decade ago with all the iconic elevator displays that kind of set the standard for experiential design, and we're seeing that trend come back around now to airports, looking to do a customer experience and provide something a little more than just your basic kind of wayfinding and guidance and advertising.
Has that changed in the last couple of years? Like, I think COVID really threw a wrench into everybody's planning. You know, how has that changed for Daktronics in the last couple of years?
I think COVID kind of slowed things down a little bit and kind of shifted where and how airports were investing and what they were investing in. And I think now, coming out of COVID, a lot of the talk has been around customer-centric experiences and how the facilities can be improved. So, for example, in Denver, we did the back wall of the ticketing. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And that display provides both the guidance from a distance with the airline branding, but also the information when you get closer. In addition to that, it's reducing 100 LCDs, so improving the look, the feel, the seamlessness of that airport, and just overall upping the experience.
Yeah, and I feel like, airlines want their own branding, but it also gives the airport so much flexibility, right, when you have a screen versus a stationary sign.
Correct. So everyone does common use, but then they glue, nail, and screw signage to the back wall of the ticketing counter. So with digital display technology on the back wall, you can change that on a whim. But you're right, it does give you more real estate. So again, instead of having 100 LCDs that are kind of like stamps across the back wall, you have one cohesive canvas that can be utilized for some experiential kind of branding, some sense of place, something that can kind of bring a little calmness and a distraction to perhaps a stressed out customer while also providing that all-important wayfinding.
Yeah, I feel like just being surrounded with this light, I feel kind of energized.
A little bit, yeah.
And I guess different airports have their own personality that they imbue onto the screens.
Correct.
Right? What's some unusual things that you've seen people use their screen for?
Oh boy,
or
some
unique?
unusual things, unique things.
Because there's your standard stuff, right?
Sure, yeah, there's your standard stuff. There's examples out in the industry of people putting a camera behind the screen that would view out to what's behind the screen and then project that on the screen.
Okay.
So now you're kind of, for a second with it or two within your loop, you're making the display disappear and it looks like windows looking at it. Or the display, they'll make the display through graphic design kind of mirror the surrounding facade of the building, and then kind of have those panels maybe fall away to reveal your content. So there's a lot of kind of engaging things you could do with the displays.
Now, clearly, Daktronics isn't the only game in town, but you bring a unique value proposition.
Correct.
When airport is looking for screens like this, or displays like this, what do you say? What should they be looking at?
They need to look for a trusted partner. So Daktronics, we've been there for 30 years. We've done the tricolor displays back in the day when it was CRTs and no other option, and now we're doing the big large format indoor displays and everything in between. Having a trusted partner that's there now, that's going to be there in 10 years to service and support it, be able to provide that proper level of support, whether it's directly to the airport or to their chosen vendor of choice for maintenance and support. That's super important.
That is very important.
One other thing we do rely on is our reliability lab. So at Daktronics, we leverage our 30 plus years knowledge of LED components, plastics, and everything to ensure that we're putting together a top-notch, highly reliable display system.
Yeah, it's good to know, and it gives the airports peace of mind. They don't want any safety issues. They don't want anything breaking down. They want to know that it's going to keep working.
Absolutely.
So, is there anything else that you think airports forget about, or maybe didn't consider when they're looking at something like this?
I think durability is one. There's examples out in the space of LED displays being installed a little too close to the general public, where they're bumping into it and LED chips can be damaged. So our new line of products that's coming out here in June utilizes a chip on board process with encapsulation over top that really increases the durability of it. So we still want to protect the display. We still want to design it smartly in a way that's going to avoid a lot of roughness, but with chip on board and the coating over top of it, that display can take a little bit more of an impact. There's no chips to come loose on a chip on board display.
Okay. Yeah, and as we know, I mean, anything in an airport takes a lot of abuse.
Correct, and that's why we're kind of showcasing this gate hold application where you would walk through into the portal of the gate. And the fact that chip on board is going to make this a reality because you'll be able to actually have a product that lends itself to the durability of the space.
Looks very cool.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
And if anybody wanted to find out more about Daktronics, what website?
www.daktronics.com/airports.
Perfect. There you go, show and tell. Thank you very much.
Thank you, have a great day.